Boker Tov, everyone. Continuing the halachot of Sukkot. So a woman is not obligated to be in a sukkah. So if she's not obligated. It's a mitzvah that says she has man grama, and therefore, like in Israel, let's say they have balconies as often, let's say, as their sukkah, and sometimes the balcony above, it covers half of their balcony. So what they do is they build a sukkah, and the men eat on the kosher part of the sukkah, and the women sit on the under the balcony, right? So,
We were told that the balconies that we have are not kosher.
I don't know. I have to remember the dimensions. Yeah, so they make them like this. They make them like they offset it in a way. I mean, now there are some like in Tel Aviv, whatever. They're not into sukkah. Like in Yerushalayim, where they build, Bnei Brak, where they build with intention for sukkah. So they know the measurements of sukkah, and they build one like staggered. But so you're still going to be in your sukkah. You'll be a little bit under, but that's where they put the woman, right? So so that's.
Always they do sukkah outside, downstairs.
Sometimes also you do outside for sure. Now, of course, if women if they want to sit in the sukkah, that's okay. We're actually going to learn about a case where, let's say, an onen lo alenu, a person that lost a loved one but it didn't get buried yet, and so they can't do mitzvot. They can't go in a sukkah even on Sukkot. So. But of course, a lady can go in a sukkah. She's together with her husband, but she's not obligated. Yeah, 40 years. Hashem gave her a break. They're not obligated. They could come in, but they're not obligated. So if they have a bread meal, they don't have to make the bracha of the Sheva Sukkah. But our sons that are under bar mitzvah, we should train them to be just like every mitzvah, to train them in the mitzvot. Okay, I know we got a little excited here, but let's continue. If God forbid someone's an avelut, so now there's no shiva during Sukkot, because if someone gets buried before Sukkot, the shiva ends. Someone passes away during Sukkot and is buried, the Chol Hamoed, shiva starts after Sukkot. So there's no shiva during, but let's say a person, they bury their loved one Chol Hamoed, they're still obligated, an avel is obligated to sit in the sukkah. Someone that's during Shloshim or someone that's during the year is obligated, but we just said an onen is not allowed to go into sukkah. Let's get into the halachot of lulav briefly. A lulav needs to stick out above the hadassim and aravot at least a tefach, at least 10 centimeters higher than your hadassim and aravot. Also, the top of the lulav and the top of the hadassim, top of the aravot, top of the etrog is the most important part. And according to Sfaradim, if the top of the lulav, majority of those leaves are cut, then it makes it pasul. Ashkenazim, it's the middle one. Now we want to also be machmir that middle one is the best one, but we're a little bit more lenient that if majority of our cut is pasul, which is again not common unless your kids cut it or whatever. If it's bent, now the natural bend of a lulav, some of them are straight like an arrow, fine. Some of them have a little natural bend, that's okay. But if it's not naturally bent, and then it's going to be pasul. If it's not natural, not a natural bend, even though let's say the top is fine, but you got like a right angle on it or something like that. For some reason, it was in the car. If it was again an unnatural looking bend, then it's going to be not kosher. Each leaf of a lulav is a double leaf, and it's like attached with like a spine on one side, and it could tear. So if majority, I've seen this in the Gemara talks about how they used to use lulavs as brooms. They would tear it open. The truth is, a lulav is a palm branch that's still closed. So if you see a palm branch, it opens up, and that's each of those leaves opens up two ways and has a spine in the back. So if your lulav, the spines are split, so you have majority of the leaves split, again uncommon, then it makes it pasul. So I just want to say to end is that basically when you're going to go to the store and buy lulav, it's not like you're going to your backyard or buying it from a market and now you have to see yourself. It's kosher. You go to the people the vendors that are selling lulav and etrog, they're selling you kosher ones. That's what's there. They're different price points or whatever, but they're all kosher. Now the question is, how do you care for it to ensure that it's kosher throughout Sukkot? You're going to buy it kosher. I mean, we're not talking about buying it, cutting it off yourself, and is it kosher, rabbi, or is it not? No. You're buying it from the store, and then the rabbi's on site, whatever it is, it's going to be kosher. Now you got to care for it afterwards. That's what you got to make sure with all these halachot. So keep your kids with their little scissors away from your stuff, and you'll be okay. Huh? Yeah, me too. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Okay, mincha tonight at 5:40. Parashat Shiur, we're going on a little vacation until after Sukkot. But Gemara Shiur will be on Tuesday, B'ezrat Hashem. So mincha tonight, 5:40. Have a good day, everyone. Tan